Meet Sarah.
Hello.
That's gonna be a blooper. All right, guys, I'm here with Sarah.
Hi. You said you were weird. I'm the weird.
All right, so it's 6:38 in the morning. We did go to a workout class at 5:15. So we're a little
Do
extra.
not recommend.
We're weird in general, but this is extra bad.
Extra.
All right, so about 2 weeks ago, I had you guys put questions in a post and ask Sarah more about her fitness journey, and we're gonna go through them.
Yay.
Are you ready? Are you prepared?
Ready as I'll ever be. No, I meant to look at these questions and I didn't.
You know what? It's actually better if she doesn't, because you're gonna get her like.
Yeah.
And then
real-time answer.
while I'm looking at these questions, I want you to give a little bit of a backstory. Like, where did you start weight-wise?
Okay.
Why were you fed up? Why did you want to change?
Okay.
So let's give a little deeper.
So I got all started. I was at like 255 pounds, and I got started because my bestie Camille,
Hi, Camille.
who's actually getting married to David, which is Rachel's brother.
Yes.
Small world, but we also all went to high school together. But anyway, very small world.
Yep.
But she had started doing Rachel's workouts, and I just happened to go join her.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was telling me all the things that Rachel was doing with her, and I was like, okay, I've been needing to do this for like over 6 years, and
Let's rip the Band-Aid off.
dive right in.
Yeah.
And so I did. I messaged Rachel and got started.
So you're at how many pounds lost now?
About 53.
Yeah.
That's lost like 3 sacks of potatoes.
Sweet potatoes or russet potatoes? Is it russet?
Russet.
Okay, so let's start with our first question. What
Okay.
eating tips do you have? And then what exercises did you start with? Because I think a lot of people are intimidated to start. I think that's the hardest part, is knowing where to start.
Yes, I think that I started out with Rachel's part 1, which is basically just dumbbell workouts. There's some like running involved in cardio days, but mostly it's just dumbbell workouts that you can do at home, which was the best thing for me because I was like, I don't have a lot of time and I don't have any equipment and I don't know what I'm doing at the gym, even though I was an athlete, and I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing. And so
Here she is. Here she is. Okay, keep going.
and so I started out with simple little dumbbell workouts and was actually amazed at the difference that just that made.
Were you doing any weight training before that? Or anything really?
No, I was doing nothing.
Which her background is in sports. Like, she's an athlete. She played high school sports, basketball, soccer,
In college.
Yeah, she's a college athlete. So she kind of went from all the things to nothing.
Yeah.
And she also has 2 children. So just to give a little bit more of a backstory to that.
And I was amazed at how much different my mental health was too once I started working out. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah, no, I always tell people it's like taking a pill every day. You got to go work out every day. It's like the same thing, or do both. Whatever works for you.
Literally yesterday, I was like having the worst day. I was being such a B word to everybody, and I went and worked out. And I came back, and my husband was like, "Well, you feel like you seem better," and I was like, "Yes, I am. I am.
Thank God." It's so true though. If like, especially as a mom and a wife, like if you're in a bad mood, the whole family's in a bad mood.
100%.
So then, even with my husband, he's like, "Can you go work out?"
Yeah, can you please get out of here? Go get some endorphins.
Okay, so what eating tips do you have for people that's especially just starting out? Like they need help. They need advice.
Yeah, I think that's a hard one.
I can tell you what you started doing. Actually tracking our food.
Yeah, yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Yes, tracking your food, what you're eating. And I think even just that first step is good. I know, like, I practiced a little and there was like, Rachel would be like, where's the vegetables? Where's
No,
the
one day, do you
food?"
remember one day Do you remember you ate it all on accident in dinner or something? I forget. Oh no, it's breakfast.
Yeah, I was like, I just ate
I blocked myself
1,000 calories, and I don't know what I'm gonna eat the rest of the day. Like,
But we get practice days, so like say, essentially what we're saying is track your food, because you'd be shocked at what you're actually
the
intaking.
amount of calories.
Yeah.
And things. I know. I hear.
Who is it? Hi, Libby. How are you?
Evelyn told me if I saw you, I was supposed to say hello.
It's 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah. Tip 2 is, and maybe Rachel will be like, no, don't say that.
No, say whatever. This is your
Like,
thing.
if you are craving something, to just eat it.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Yeah, because you're not gonna crave it every single day. But I mean, I even remember like there was one night I was like, I just need a glass of wine, and I don't have the calories for it. And she was like, then have the wine, and you won't need it again.
You won't need it
later.
tomorrow.
Like, you won't need it tomorrow. And it's like,
I think it's good to, because people are always like, oh, I don't want to give in to cravings, but I actually think you should lean in sometimes to the craving, have the craving, and then you don't want it the next day. Otherwise, it's kind of like a build-up.
Yeah.
I feel like it does.
and then you just go off the
It
rails.
depends on the person though, because like even with clients, I have to feel out, like we have an initial client call, and that's where I feel out their personality a little bit. And like with Sarah, I knew like if she had it, she wouldn't go buck wild. But there are certain like clients where I'm like, no, don't do it, because then they want more, and then they want more, and then they want more. So I do think it depends on the personality, but I think you should lean into a craving if your personality's like, I just need a little bit and then I'm good.
Really good.
I don't know what to call that, but
Yeah. I don't know. How do I turn this off?
oh, it's fine. Slice and dice. Okay, let's see. Ooh, you look great. What is your favorite at-home exercise?
Ooh.
At home.
Favorite at-home exercise would probably be. I know it's but I think I like that at the gym more.
No, we're not talking about the gym.
I know.
At home.
So probably like bicep curls, no
Okay.
joke,
Yeah.
which is crazy because I
like
hate
that.
arms, but I know you do. You have a lot of arms in your workouts, which is great.
I love arms. I should put more legs.
I love arms.
Put more legs.
Yeah, probably those or in and outs.
In and outs.
Yeah.
Which in and outs? The planks? In and outs or the?
ones.
Oh,
Just
the
wanted me to
abs.
do
Yeah.
Should give me a workout.
Should have did a workout today. That's a good one. Okay, so do you have an idea? I like this question. Do you have an ideal weight loss? And if you do, does it have a time goal associated with it?
Well, currently I have a 10-pound
Short-term.
Yes, a short-term
Yeah.
weight loss goal because of the upcoming wedding. But
So our best friend's getting married to my brother. If anyone,
said
in
that.
case any, I know, but I can just say it again. And she already looks bomb, but she has a short-term goal of just looking extra spicy hot in
Yes.
her bridesmaid dress.
yes, I got my dress and tried it on, and it fits, but it's a teeny tiny little.
You want to feel more comfortable in your dress.
Yes, yes.
I think it's really important for clients or anyone in general to have a short-term goal and a long-term goal. So not to answer it for you, but I feel like your short-term goal is the 10 pounds lost,
Yes.
right? And
Yes.
to feel good at the wedding that's in a month and a half,
Oh my gosh.
right?
Yeah.
So, but what's your long-term goal? And then what's your time frame with that?
Long-term goal is to look more toned and muscular.
Mm-hmm.
Muscular.
Muscular.
I don't really have a time on that.
How about forever? Because it's a constant
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
What's a goal you have? This is my question. What's a goal you have that has nothing to do with like, how do I say it? Like nothing to do with necessarily like looks, but like a non-scale victory goal. Yeah, just like that makes you feel better. Like what's your goal with that? What do you think fitness has done for you mentally? Like what's your goal to continue with that?
I definitely just want to continue because it's helped me so much mentally. But I don't know. I think like this is kind of an interesting question because someone asked me the other day because I've been posting a lot of like when I'm working out with my peeps, and someone was like, "Are you trying to become an influencer?" It was my aunt. Like,
if you have one person watching your stories, you're an influencer.
And that's why, like, I was like, I'm not really trying to become an influencer, but I think that I've inspired a lot of people. Like, I have a lot of people reaching out to me, like, when do you work out? And, like, what are you doing? And, like, things like that.
I think you could definitely do it if you want to. I think you definitely could do it.
I considered, like, I looked up, like, I think I texted you, like, what you had for your, like, personal training thing, and I just don't know a lot.
You could. I think you know more than you think. I disagree. I think you know more than you think. And actually, you wouldn't even need a personal trainer to go in there and show your workouts. You don't need them to do that.
True.
I think it's good to do it, to get a foundation and educate, but I think you know your exercises more than you think. Because just with that athlete background. So I guess to sum it up, for her short-term goal, 10 pounds weight loss. For her long-term goal, continue, stay consistent.
Yes.
For your mental health, continue to build lean muscle mass and to just feel better, because when you feel better, your whole family feels better.
100%.
Right? Okay.
Sorry,
Moving on. How do you stay motivated?
Oh, okay. This is a good question, because I think one way to stay motivated is working out with people.
Yeah.
My friends.
Yeah.
But also, I recently feel like my motivation has gone down, and I needed that little push, and so I'm back at it with you. And I was kind of talking to my husband about that, and I'm like, it's been 8 months, and so
has it only been 8 months?
6 or 8
since you started? Gosh, I feel like I've been talking to you for, that's crazy.
Yeah, so I'm like
years.
I know. I'm like, it's been 8 months.
In a good way, just like, it feels like so long.
Gosh,
it's been way too long. When's it gonna end?
She's like, I can't get rid of her. But it's been 8 months, and I've been pretty consistent and motivated myself. And
you're very self-motivated.
I feel like, I'm like, I was kind of like, a couple times a year needing someone else to help motivate me is it's not a big deal.
That's not, I need that. Like, I drag people to class at 5:15, so I go to the class at 5:15 a.m. Everyone's like, oh, she's just trying to be a good influence. I'm like, no, I just want people to meet me, so I go to class.
I actually go.
Yeah, like, I think we all need that.
Yeah, for sure.
Essentially, when you get complacent, you reach out, right? And that's a really good thing to bring up, because I feel like no matter who the person is that's motivated, motivation is fleeting, and discipline is is how you stay consistent. And so you've realized when your motivation starts to be fleeting, you're like, oh shoot, like I don't want to get up and go do that workout. That's when you start reaching out.
Yeah, and I think even when I was doing your 6-week thing, like I was on a text thread with you and Camille, and I'd be like, I don't want to work out, and you'd be like, do it. And I'm like, okay, I'm going. Fine.
Yeah. So that's
like finding some people to help keep you motivated, I think.
If you feel like your motivation's leaving, this is your sign to just reach out to a friend, find a group. There's also a lot of we can be friends. Like, no. There's also a lot of motivational groups online. Like, I have a few clients who also are part of Facebook motivation groups, fitness groups, and it's people they're strangers, but they all will cheer each other on, which I find really cool. I can find a few on here and link them, because there's a thing.
Yeah. I even think, I know yesterday we kind of talked about the photos as being kind of a toxic thing, but if that will help motivate you, which it does for me, I have I found some photos on Pinterest, and I'm like...
Sometimes I asked her, I go, what's your ideal, how did I say? I don't know. Body?
Yeah, type or look or, I don't know.
And that's a controversial thing to ask somebody, but if I know them well enough, I will be like, what's your ideal body? Because sometimes I need to know, because it's not cookie cutter. So if she wants more muscle mass, I typically go for the long, lean workouts. But if somebody wants more muscle mass, I got to change their workouts up, because that's my style to a degree, but there could be more of it. Yeah. So it does depend. And so she sent me some photos. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But honestly, the photos you sent me, I'm like, she can get that.
Yeah. And that's what I tried to find ones that I'm like, okay, I'm not this skinny twig girl that's, I have a little bit more of curves. I always have. So it's
people weight train to get curves.
Yeah.
That's
it's fine. And so
It is,
just
it's
like
great.
ideal pictures, if those will help motivate you, I think is
So
okay.
it's almost like lean muscle mass, curvy cute, lean muscle mass.
Curvy cute.
That's
I
the
like
vibe.
that.
That's the
Yeah.
vibe. Curvy cute. That's the vibe we're going for. I lucked out again.
Oh my god.
They're so cute. This person, you're killing it. I feel like I've done every type of exercise, diet, and never get results. I just get frustrated. I'm tired of hating my body, but I really need to start getting more movement in. Any suggestions for super beginner strength training, stretching, and non-cortisol spiking cardio? Because if I get stressed out, I won't keep doing it.
That is, yeah. I think definitely having somebody to help motivate you is good, because when I first started, I was still working and I was like super stressed, and like I was like, I need someone to push me. So having someone that's gonna push you, first of all, I think is good. And honestly, if you I just like tell everyone to go to Rachel's. I'm like, go to Rachel's Instagram and pick 1 or 2 of her videos and just do it, because it's not, you can use like 3s or 5s. It doesn't, you don't have to use anything crazy for your dumbbells.
It doesn't have to be crazy.
It doesn't even have to be a dumbbell. Like pick up a water bottle.
Yeah,
water
pick your
bottles.
baby up. And
Yeah,
fling it
like-
around and be like, no, don't fling it. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say. Pick your baby.
Fling the baby around. that medicine ball
Rachel,
thing you're
edit
doing.
this out. Edit this out, Rachel. Okay,
Oh,
you can
God.
always
Okay.
use your. You can always use your child as a weight.
Use what you have at home. Water bottles, babies, whatever.
I got locked out again. Anyway,
But you don't have to do anything super crazy. You can be at home. You don't have to go to the gym. Like I said, my first like 40 pounds of weight loss was just stuff that I did at home.
yeah, it is
30
going
to
to come
40
down
pounds,
to what
yeah.
you eat.
Yes.
I would say, and there's gonna be people who watch this that are also in the nutrition field. They're gonna say it's wrong, but I don't care. I fully believe that it's like 80 to 90% what you eat for weight loss. And then I like to tell clients, the working out is really more for your mental health than like if you want beauty muscle. But if you want weight loss, and that's what you want your clothes to fit better and stuff, I would start with just really cleaning up what you're eating. That's gonna be a big one, and like tracking it. And I always tell people, I'm like, you don't necessarily need me. Like MyFitnessPal is free. If you just want to track it, go for it. Like I really do the nutrition challenges because I really enjoy them. But I always tell people, like, the goal is not to keep a client long term forever. The goal is to help them and set good habits and then set them free like a bird. Like set them free, out into the wild, and then watch them succeed.
Yeah.
A bird release.
Did I answer the question? I don't know.
I think so. No, you didn't. Okay,
I got
so
distracted by the baby.
yeah. Any suggestions? Okay, so we'll just kind of review it. So any suggestions for super beginner strength training, stretching, non-cortisol spiking work, cardio? So essentially start small. Start with 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then when you build that endurance and that strength, then you can do longer workouts if you want. You can go to my page, you can go to, there's a million other pages. Honestly, I'll tag them here because they inspire me too. And then
like Yoga by Adrienne.
Yoga by Adrienne on YouTube. She's
And there's tons
amazing.
there's tons of other yoga ones too.
Is it Yoga by Adrienne or with Adrienne?
I don't know.
I think it's by Adrienne. I will tag her here as well, but Yoga with Adrienne, she is so good. It's free on our end, but every time you watch a video, she makes money, so that's good for her, I got.
Also, if you're a Pinterest fan, like I've just been looking at some stuff on Pinterest.
Yeah.
And there's so many like fitness people on Pinterest that posted their
They're
stuff.
everywhere.
Or YouTube, yeah.
Find somebody you like, doesn't even have to be me. Find somebody you like that you connect with and you're like, oh, I have this A, B, and C in common with, and then try their workouts out. And sometimes it's just about trying, and seeing if you vibe with that trainer or not. So that would be my best piece of advice. Now we answered that. We did good. Okay, so let's go up to here. Wait. Okay, yeah, you didn't want to answer this one. What does a day in the life look like eating-wise? Any favorite healthy snackies?
Okay.
They said snackies.
Snackies.
So, snackies.
I love Quest everything. I'm
Yeah.
so glad you introduced those to me.
Quest.
They're like the Quest protein bars, the Quest Hero protein bars. They're like a little crunchier.
Yeah.
I started getting, like, I just got the protein, like, muffins.
Have you
or
tried the
whatever.
chips? You tried
I like the, it's like a Dorito chip.
Yeah, the nacho cheese.
I think it's taco or something.
Oh, the taco one.
The taco
so
one
good.
is so good. I didn't really like the other ones, but the taco ones are good. But yes, Quest, you can get them at Target. They're cheaper at Target.
What other snackies? We could get
Fruit.
screenshot. What about
Apples.
meat? The newest thing I'm having her do is
fruit salad with
yeah.
like honey granola on top. Yummy, so good.
What about bone broth? What about bone broth? You like it?
Okay, so I did the bone broth like in a mug the first
I did
time.
that. I did. Did you heat it?
I heated it up and I put like some salt and pepper and like some rosemary in there because I like rosemary. And it felt a little weird to be drinking it out of a mug. I was like, this just feels like
You'll get used to
weird.
it.
But it's just like drinking soup.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But last night I sauteed some veggies.
Yeah.
And then put my bone broth with my veggies.
Okay,
And
that's fair.
that felt a little better.
You can
It was
do
like
that
soup.
every day.
Okay, great.
Yeah, you're gonna chug that bone broth.
Chug it.
Delicious. Did you do beef? You did beef, right? Okay.
Yes, I did beef bone broth.
Ooh, okay. So, I mean, you kind of talked about this, but not really. I don't know. It's a little different. So, how have you handled, or have you experienced weight loss plateaus in your journey?
So, kind of right now, I guess, I am a little bit at a plateau, but I think that's also because I'm not motivated. I think I've consistently, every week, have lost something. If not lost, I've stayed the same.
Yes.
So, that's been fine, but I think right now I'm kind of like, I need more motivation, so.
Yeah.
A
So,
little motivation.
I just like having a friend to take to places to work out. So that's good for me too. This person says, can I get your number because you're beautiful from the inside out? We don't hand out our numbers on social media. That's inappropriate. Sorry, it's Camille. Sorry, I didn't.
Camille, how dare you.
This is a good one. How has your family adjusted to new dietary choices?
There are definitely days that I have to make something else for my children, and that's super annoying, but also that's life.
Mac and cheese.
Yeah, here you go. Use a cup.
Yep. Annie's
Stick it in the microwave. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yummy. Grilled cheese.
But they are doing good with like we've kind of set a rule of like you have to have one polite bite and
Polite bite. I like that.
polite bite.
I'm gonna
yes.
steal that phrase.
And so sometimes they try it and they're like, this is not for me. And
Is that what
so-
they say? Exactly. Word to word.
Yeah. They say, no, thank
Mom,
you.
this sucks.
And sometimes they actually are pleasantly surprised and they'll eat the whole thing.
Cool.
And my husband loves it a lot because he likes to eat healthier than I do. So like the fact
Do you think
that
it's
we're
like made your marriage stronger?
Yes, definitely.
Cool.
Yeah, I would say so.
I love that. Being an athlete your whole life, did this add any extra pressure for you on this journey, or do you feel like it helped you excel in this journey?
I think both. I think it helped me excel because I knew I could do it because I've already been there before.
Yeah.
But I also think that put a lot of pressure on me too because I was kind of like, I know I could. Like there was a day that I texted you that I was doing oh my gosh, what's it called? Your legs.
Extension? Just
Yes, leg extension.
Okay.
Thank you.
Got it.
And I was doing leg extensions, and I was like, I'm struggling with like 40 pounds. And in high school, I probably was doing close to like 200.
But we cannot compare ourselves
To our high school bodies? What?
It's hard not to, though.
Yeah.
I get that.
And so I think like, because if I didn't have my athletic base, I would never have known like I could do so much more than this. But
That you're like, I can do this.
yeah.
Yeah, you had that base already. No, that's a good point. I know what you're gonna say to this, but do you prefer gym workouts or home workouts?
Gym.
Yeah. Why?
I think I can get like more focus there, and
That's a nice way to put it.
and there's just it's a little more challenging and more
Yeah.
like athletic type stuff, I think, and that's just kind of what my brain is wired for.
Yeah. can
But
see
I
that.
would say while I was working, home workouts were way better for me.
Also, I feel like in the beginning, like it's a stepping stone because at first the gym is super intimidating to people, and you know, Sarah lost the first 40 pounds working out. You still went to the gym, but I feel like
Occasionally, yeah.
you went later at night or like when it was less crowded, right?
When there was a lot.
Like it was more strategically when she felt comfortable, and so I feel like she lost the first 40 pounds at home, and then when she got more comfortable, you go at whatever time works for you.
Yeah.
Like, you don't plan around other people anymore. It's like this time works for me and my friends. We're gonna go at this time.
Yep.
Which I think is also a really cool non-scale victory.
Yes.
Too.
Yeah.
So
For sure.
You
I
go,
didn't
girl.
even think about that.
yeah, no, it's a big deal. I always notice that with their schedules. I'm like, she's going at night. Which is not, it's fine. I used to
Yeah.
go a lot at night when my kids were asleep, so it's also for that reason too. But
Yeah.
a lot of people are scared to go to the gym because they're worried what other people are thinking about them. And reality is, nobody's watching anyone.
Yeah. No.
Everyone's so focused on themselves.
Yeah.
If they're watching you, they're creepy and report them.
Or I'm watching you because I'm like, dang.
Yeah,
like
I
those
do.
leggings.
Whenever I'm at the gym, I'm checking out girls. I'm like, I'm like, you look
Every
so
time,
good.
I'm like, it would be creepy for me to walk up to this girl and be like, those leggings
Yeah.
look so good.
Your
I love
butt
them.
looks
Your
amazing.
butt looks so good. I'm jealous.
Sometimes I do.
You look
I'm gonna be honest. I can't help it. But then I walk away, so it's so not creepy.
Yeah, you're like, oh, your butt looks so good. Walk away.
I do.
I love
I
that.
do.
Love it.
What is, okay, this is a good one. What would you say is your biggest, proudest accomplishment since starting this journey?
Oh man.
Pick one.
Pick one.
Pick one. Just get into the camera so they can see you.
Oh, gosh.
Right there.
Right here.
Here, it's not that many.
Biggest, proudest. Oh man. I don't.
The biggest one.
I know. I don't know.
Biggest.
Hitting 50-pound weight loss was pretty huge. Getting under 200.
That was big.
That was really because
Yeah.
I was like right there for.
Yeah, that was a lot. Yeah, yeah.
Oh gosh, it was like 205,
Yeah.
204, 203. It was just kept inching,
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, oh, I just need it.
Yeah.
I would say that was probably the biggest
Accomplishment.
Yeah.
Can I say from the outside
Yes.
what I think is?
Yes.
Okay. I always think it's so cool when moms go on this fitness journey when their kids are old enough to remember it. So your son's how old now? Like
He is 8.
Oh my god. He's just, well, he looks so cute.
does.
Like,
He's big.
I was like, is he
He's
11?
big. He's
No,
big.
well, he's like a soccer stud.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's tall.
Anyway, her kids are so 8. So your son is 8, and then your
Yes.
daughter is 7. 6. Okay, so her kids are old enough to actually see their mom like kicking butt, which I find to be so cool. Because sometimes I get moms where they're like, I'm worried my kids, I'm gonna like mess my kids up by like doing this journey in front of them and having them watch it. And I'm like, no, like I've seen so many moms do it this way now, and then their kids end up being really into fitness.
Yeah.
Because they watched their mom do it. And not because they just wanted to lose weight. They see how much happier their mom is. And that's I think your biggest
Yes.
non-scale victory
Love
by
that.
far.
Agreed.
I think your kids have immensely benefited from this. And I think that you'll see that like 10 years from now
Yeah.
too. Like they're gonna say, remember that time mom was like fed up and like kicked butt, and now
Yes.
look, we're going on family hikes and doing
Yes.
things as a family that's active.
So true.
Yeah, I got locked down again.
Oh gosh.
So that's the biggest one.
Yeah, I do
In
think
my
that's,
opinion.
and like they've, like, you know, when I first started, they were like, what? Like I would be like, all right, I gotta go downstairs and work out or whatever. And they'd be like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, just because it helps me feel better.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
they were like, okay. And
Yeah, you
now,
don't bring up looks. Like you just
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
mommy
yeah.
feels better. I'm happier. I'm more
Yes.
patient.
And like now I'll be like, I'm going to the gym. They're like, okay,
Yeah.
see ya. Like,
Yeah,
at
you-
first there was a lot of questioning, but
Yeah.
and you know sometimes
You
even now
normalize
like
it.
they're like, you gotta go to the gym. But
Yeah.
then they're like, okay,
Yeah.
like they
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah. I love seeing that. I love seeing that. Okay. There's a few more. There's a lot of questions. We already did that one. We did that one. We did that one. We did that one. We did that one. And I have one too that I'm always curious about.
Oh boy.
Let's answer this one and then we'll end it on another one. Did you feel like you had a general progression of weight loss, muscle gain, or was there like a drastic change at a certain point in time? Do you feel like it was like consistently weight loss, weight loss, weight loss, or do you feel like, you know what I mean, like you had to work for it and all of a sudden it happened?
Oh gosh, okay. I don't know when the all of a sudden happened, but there was a time you sent me a photo and I was like, what?
I know exactly what it is.
30 pounds?
It was like
something?
It was when I remember texting you and saying, I remember this
Yes.
reminds me of you
Yes.
years ago.
Yes, and it was so true because you were like, this is the girl I
know.
remember.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's exactly how I felt. Like
Yeah.
I looked at that picture and I was like, that is
Yeah.
me. That's me now. Like before I was like, you don't like really realize it. You know?
It's a slow progression when you gain weight.
Yes.
It's like slowly and you get used to it, I think.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then you're like, okay, this is me now. And I mean, you were how many pounds overweight at this point? I mean, she was on her way to like
Yeah.
the higher 200s.
Yeah.
Okay. Which happens, you know, and she was like, enough's enough, but that was never really who she was, you know, because of her athletic background. And so when she started dropping all this weight, I had known her from like high school, college, and you don't have to be what you looked like in high school, but when she started dropping the weight, I was like, oh, I recognize that girl. Like, that's who I know. You know what I mean?
That was me.
That's you.
Yes, definitely. And I think it was around 30 pounds, around 30 or 40 pound weight loss. And I think that was around the time that like every time you send a picture of my back, I'm like,
I love it. I love low
like,
back.
oh my gosh, it's such a difference.
Baby got back.
I'm like, it's crazy, but yeah, that was probably.
I have two more questions actually.
Okay.
So this is the second to last question, and
I have two more questions. This is the second to
are
last.
you ready?
I don't know, I'm scared.
Do you feel like people, once you started losing weight, did it change your relationships in general? Because
Ooh.
I've seen that a lot with clients where they get treated differently. And then do you have any advice for people that are also going through that?
Wow.
Do you get what I'm asking?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I like Hitley answer that.
I I'm like, I squished this person out.
I cut them all out.
No, I don't think that I really had any of that, surprisingly.
Which means you had good people in your
Yes.
life to begin with.
And I think because at first when I started, I was really scared that I wasn't going to stick with it because I had tried so many things before, and I was like, so I was scared, first of all, that I wasn't going to stick with it. And I also feel like I've been around people who, like, if this is the way you need to do it, fine. But like people who are like, oh, I'm eating a salad today. Like, I'm trying to lose weight. I'm eating this healthy.
Yeah.
And I just like tried not to
Do that.
say that
Yeah.
and do all that
So
kind of stuff.
did you keep this closer to you in the beginning? Like, did you
Yes.
not tell as many people?
Yes.
Okay. Are you glad you did it that way?
I think so.
I
Because
get that.
Yeah.
I probably would have done the same.
I think like once like people started realizing that I was losing weight,
Then you shared.
then I started sharing up. Like people would be like, "Have you like lost weight?" or like something looks different, you know? And I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm trying," or like
Casually.
yeah, like occasionally I'd throw in like, "Oh, I can't do this because I got to go to the gym at that time," or something. You know what I mean? So I kind of like casually brought it up to people.
You did it
and was,
very
like,
gracefully.
trying not to be too in your face about it.
Yeah.
Mostly because I was scared. But if you need that to tell people
Some people
for your
need
own
it.
your own journey, then you do you.
So pretty much what you did, what I noticed from on my end, is that she told all the people close to her, like her best friends knew, her siblings knew, her husband, parents, and they were all very supportive.
Yeah.
But outside of that, you didn't spread it like wildfire.
No.
And then you let your hard work kind of speak for you.
Yes.
Which I love. Like
Yeah.
that's the way to do it. I think it really helps though to have your close knit people supportive, which
sure.
you had.
Yes.
Honestly, it makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
It makes it so much easier.
I think you definitely will find out who your people are too. When
You do.
And like, if you're out there saying that you're doing all these things, you're gonna find out real fast.
But the way you went about it, I loved personally.
Yeah.
To end it, 36 minutes in.
And we
To
have
end it.
so many questions.
There was a lot of questions. To end it, if there's somebody watching this video right now and they are at a point, like a breaking point where they're like, enough is enough. I want a fitness journey, whether it's to lose weight or just feel better mentally, but they're kind of scared to start. What is your best advice for somebody that is scared to start watching this?
Do it anyway.
Look them in the eye.
Do it anyway.
You're like, do it.
Yeah, honestly, like Rachel said, like find someone that works for you, but Rachel's great too. Like, she will.
Only if you can handle
be
my
a good-
weirdness.
Yeah, only if you can handle all of this.
Yeah, it's a lot.
But
What if they can't? So say like they're like, I want to start from scratch. I want to start from home. Like what's one thing they could change today that would help them on their weight loss journey?
I think just starting out small. Do something. Go for a walk.
Yes.
Go for a walk. Yeah.
Go
that
for a
was that really kind of jump started everything. Like I think like once I started working out, doing your workouts, I was like, you get more motivated once you start it. So like I would do that and then I'd be like, all right, let's go walk the dogs, or like you know, any like go ride your bike. Like my kids want to go ride their bike or something. Like I think it's just like once you start, it'll just be like a snowball effect of more things happening, that you're just going to become more active. You're going to feel good and want to eat healthier.
Yes.
You're going to start like, okay, I want a snack. All right, today I'm going to eat an apple for my snack instead of a Snickers bar.
Yeah. Whatever it is, swap it
Been
out.
there, done that.
Yeah.
But it's just like little things at a time, and just like chipping away at the ice type of thing.
Yeah. The little things add up. So yeah, never underestimate the power of walking. That's a big one. Like I always tell people, start with walking. That's great advice.
Yeah.
So if there's something you want to change today, go on a walk, and then just add one more nutrient dense food to your meal today, or to your food regimen today. Don't even worry about taking things away right now. Just add something good for your day to day, and then kind of slowly build from there.
I like that.
So with that being said, thanks for coming. It is now 7:16 in the morning. So we're gonna get ready for our day today.
Yeah.
We're sweaty messes right now.
My day is going to be take a shower and go back to bed.
My day, I have a play date at McDonald's
Ooh.
in 2 hours. Or 3, I don't know.
Get some French fries. I'm like,
No.
replace something unhealthy with an apple. Are you gonna get some French fries?
With my apples.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about balance. So
Love it.
we'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.